Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Monday on the Fnurbles 500, where we all wonder, what are the odds that I can actually get through the stream without breaking something, nurbling it all up, and oh look, looks like some interesting new toys have just been triggered. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's get through the introductions and the welcomes, and then we'll see how things are going and just how bad things are about to be for me. Welcome in to Blast and Taran and Frauke, who got here before the bot decided to actually prove that it wasn't paying attention to me on Saturday and forgot to shut up. Superfast Feg, welcome in as well. Then I actually managed to finally get started and the rest of the bots turned up. Kel Birdie, Chaos Twin, welcome in. I hope the headache goes away quickly. Let's see, scurry quickly. Many scurries, which are always fantastic to see, as they do really, they count so much. I think a few people have been finding that a lot of things have happened as a result. Let's see, blah 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 blah. Sin Lily, welcome in. Good bots. Yep. Well, mostly. And we have a hydrate and a stretch. Heil hydrate. Oh, good lord. I just seen a pun passing through. That's the hydrate. Let's get the stretch over with before we carry on down the message. Yep, that's one of the shoulders gone pop. Woohoo! And Kel hiding with an industrial-sized fan. Do take care of yourself, Kel. And for those in the areas where it's freezing, stay warm. Elkhorn, welcome in. Thank you for joining us and for the scurrying. Let's see. And it was Taran who ran the decked-out run, and oh dear, Iron Jesus says, we need to attack the hard levels. Oh dear. Well, that's going to be painful. Ginger, welcome in. Good to see you. 16C forecast is 44. That's not a temperature. That's how to dehydrate things. Do take care, Kel. Let's see, a little bit more. Here we are. Oh, there we are. There's the pun I just saw go past. Swords will never become obsolete. Don't make me use one. They're cutting-edge technology. No comment. Thank you, Elk. And then Blast decided to get in on the pun train. I will never be hosting another family dinner. You asked my dad to season your soup with mace, and I returned to a hammer in the pot. What? Oh. I'm not even sure mace is a... I mean, I thought mace was a thing that they spray on people to try and actually get rid of them. Please, no. Yeah. Kel is in need of a hug, and we'll get many, many hugs. Ginger, thank you for the 7 stream streak, and it looks like you've managed to escape from the Mary Whitehouse bot. Hunter, welcome in, and a 250 stream streak, and you've also escaped. 3 and 3, doing well there. Mace is the red coating around what you would call nutmeg. I did not know that. Thank you, Blast. I've just learned something useful today. Which is probably better than some of the meetings that I was in at work. Right, I appear to have caught up with chat. Chaos Twin, can I ask you to do one quick test of something? And I apologise to everyone if this is too loud. Can you quickly test the OI command, Kel? Yeah, I'm not going to miss that. I hope it's not too bad for everybody else. The almighty gong. Bong. Sounds fine. That is the Get Scott's Attention command. Yes. Valid only for mods and VIPs. But it is basically the in case Scott's has fnurbled it. You know, something that happens like 3 times a stream. Requested it. Honestly, you've been requesting it for a while, Taran. I have just been terrible and bad and evil and distracted and not gotten it delivered. So I apologize for how long it took to get that delivered. It is now delivered. As well as the other message that you have, I think, Taran. Yes. As well as the other thing which triggered at the beginning of stream as a result of Taran, which was Taran's suggestion of, can we have a bit of RNG for when Decked Out is triggered. Which is why I now have to go and do a hard run of Decked Out, because, yeah, apparently RNG hates me. Still, at least it didn't go for Deadly or Deep. I half expected it to go right to the maximum the moment that I added that. Glad past me thought of it. You love how a gong sounds exactly like its name. Exactly. Bo, welcome in. Good to see you. Why is that even in my... Right. Ooh. It's fine. Ding, ding, ding. I hope everybody has had a lovely weekend and recovered. I finally managed to get myself off the ceiling after Saturday's mayhem, for which thank you to everyone for coping with that. The bot randomizes the difficulty for me now. Yes, it does. And it is actually allowed to pick all the way up to Deadly, at which point things could be very painful. I know Taran had suggested doing that after I sat there going, well, I should flip a coin about how bad we're going to be with this last week. And, yeah, I agreed in the end. At least it doesn't take donations to get me back. No, not for this one. Get me out of my comfort zone. But I like my comfort zone. It's warm and plush and fuzzy and comfortable. Right. Here we go.
Beware the depths.
Set spawn. Set spawn. This comfy. Yes, that comfy. That's set. That's there. It said hard, didn't it? Audio off. And we have a Pokemon for which the Frauke Information Service, I did not add a command for that yet, weeklies are bug types and catch anything in a Great Ball. So, recommendations, use a Great Ball. Not as I've just done, a Quick Ball. Oh. Minimap off. Right. You see, this is why I have... Right, hard... Pray to your gods. Wait, let's see how far into this we've got to go today. Oh lord. It's a level 3 compass.
Intelligence.
Hey TGM, welcome in. Moo, 110 stream streak, and you've managed to dodge the the blanket jail. Yes. Oh boy. Right. We're all the way at the exit. And I don't know why I'm bothering paying attention to the compass. It says level 3, which basically means, hi, we're going to play with... Oh god, we're playing with the wardens! Uh-oh. I'm assuming that game sounds alive, because that's another thing that I triggered. Things should automatically be on game sounds a bit more regularly. Yes. Thank you, Frauke. You know, I could have guessed that there was a Ravager there without the aid of the bell. I may have to go through there to get past it. You are hearing game noises. Excellent. Excellent. Hi. Who are you, anyway? Oh, it's Volder's. Volder. Why does it have... You are noisy. Get a breath mint. Why does it have to be Volder's? Problem is, I think I have to get past there. Oh, boy. I mean, we've got game noises. Oh, yes. Oh. Great. Ran straight over that. Hi. Yep, you're still there. I'm going to regret you later. But not right now. Look, just because I've gotten away from you doesn't mean you can grump at me. No, I've just left that one behind, Elk. Don't throw another Ravager at me. I'd like cards to start playing, though. I'm not convinced that this is not Scuff. Hey, Nordic Wolf, thank you for the lurk. Game. Hi, this is Scotsman. Would you please play a card? Glam, welcome in. Were the two did it call intelligence twice? I know it called intelligence once, and I know it's running intelligence, but that's a different thing to playing a card, unfortunately. So far you had one on entry, then called again recently. Did it actually call it, or did it just ring the bell? Because if it actually said intelligence twice, then I would be confused. Ah, just a bell the second time. Yeah, no, that's just it triggering actual intelligence as the event. So that's on a different timer. Hello, Ravager. Whoa, you're still there. Time to nope. Hi. Oh, you're still with me. Why? No, 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 no. Yikes. Good news. I've not been smacked by a Ravager yet. Bad news, there's another one. No, there is no ambient audio. Well, there should be, but under the heading of there should be a heartbeat by now, given the number of things I've triggered. Music discs is on. That's what I mean. There have been no card triggers. I think we're looking at a situation where the game has not switched on. Yeah,
dirty Turkish shark, a back flat and Borton, Philip Bucket Barton, Perkaluma Burton.
That's my thought as well. It is turning into a scuff run. Yeah, we should have had cards by now. And, well, you're hearing the bell as well. Inari, welcome in. Yeah, this is feeling like a scuff run. We may have to take the coward's exit. No. Well, that's not the way to the coward's exit. Hi. Would you mind coming this way a bit? Thank you. I do not want to leave you by the door. Where's the coward's exit? There it is. Let's have some audio again. Alas, alack. We're going to consider that one scuff, and I will run again. Because with no intel and no keys, I had no way of going any further. So, I'm considering that one a scuff run and rerunning it. Or at least hoping that it'll run the second time. Math Girl, welcome in. Hack the mainframe to bypass the doors. Hack the planet! I'm gonna hack the Gibson! No, not the Gibson! Row your boat gently down the stream. Ah. Oh, good lord. Good lord. I suspect my brain is way too full of bizarreness like that. Your brain isn't stocking up puns for any of it. Oh, good lord. Blast's working on more puns for an event. We're all doomed. But, yes. So, here's hoping that my card... so many references. Yep. Never underestimate just how many references my brain can pull into a 12-second clip. Good grief. So, we will have to wait for my cards to come back and try this again. But in the interim, the other plans for today, once we have survived, failed, or died repeatedly to Decked Out, / repeat, not quite so much repeatedly. Oh, here we go. Did you hear one about the hungry clock? It went back 4 seconds. I wish I could go back 4 seconds and not read that pun again. Ow. Scott's completed a Comic-Con trivia challenge in less than 12 parsecs. Yep. Meanwhile, from Blast, Kel gave me a pun approval. So, do you know why cakes hate weekends? Because they'll be sliced 6 ways to Sunday. Oh, that one was painful for the cake as well. Oh, good grief. Throws Mr. Kipling. Wow. Throws snowballs at elk. Which one? Allay, Ravager, Fox, White Fox, right? Or Copper Golem. I mean, I like the idea of Fox right. Does that mean that the red one is right? At which point that means that Blunding is right as well. We're all doomed. We have a Swablu in chat, for those who may be interested in that. Interestingly, I do not have a button for Great Balls. So let's try and... What? Oh, I can't type. Let's try that again. Personally, you feel throwing a Ravager is more appealing, has more heft behind it. Yeah, but the thing is, how on earth are you going to find a trebuchet that's sized correctly for a Ravager? I wonder if we can use... is it X who's been trying out the oh, what was it? The Wind Charge launcher on the current Hermitcraft series, where he managed to launch people halfway across the known world in like 0 seconds. You cracked a terrible pun. It was your punishment. Oh, oh, good grief. Aha! I was starting to worry. Right. I'm going to leave most of my stuff here. That needs to reset. I like the way that I pick up a pick just in case. Bad Moon, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You didn't know I was live. Well, you do now. Hello. Welcome in. And Elk brought back the fuel for puns. Oh no. How do different butane and how do you differentiate butane and water? One's a lighter fluid. Oh, blast. That one's yeah, that one's on fire. Pardon? One does love a curvy wall. What was I doing with that one? What? I mean, that's a 2024 quote. I'm not entirely convinced I know what I was doing back in 2024. I'm not entirely convinced I know what I'm doing now half the time, but that's a different problem. Oh, good grief. Elk's a pro. At what? No, that... Elk is a pro at HR. Quite where we're going to find a Ravager-sized trebuchet, I don't know. Oh, great. That sounds like a Pinky in the Brain thing. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pinky? I don't know, Brain. Where are we going to find a Ravager-sized trebuchet? Yeah. Lotus, welcome in. Feg is still sharing the brain cell as well. Good grief. Welcome to Brain Cell Sharing 2026. What did you join to? The usual. Madness, chaos, scuffed runs of Decked Out, the Chaos Siblings, which one is Brain and which one is Pinky. Ooh, that is... honestly, I think the brain cell is Brain and we're all Pinky. Oh, Feg, look after yourself. I hope you manage to feel better. It depends on who has the cell. Exactly. No, I think the brain cell itself is Brain. And all four of the Chaos Siblings are actually Pinky. Just all of them. And the trebuchet not to be larger than Ravager-sized or just scale down the shot. I don't know. That's a... Brain has the cell. Sci-fi, welcome in. Suit says Pinky's plan for world domination would work better. Really? I can't remember that particular episode. Although my brain is sitting here going, Pinky managed to get something right? Actually, no, Pinky generally got things quite right in general. It was Brain who was the fnurble. The Pinky and the Brain. The Pinky and the Brain. One is a fnurble, the other is insane. We're going to have a scuff stream today, you know. It's scuff. It's scuff and the brain cell. Yeah. Oh, so many fnurbles. We're going to inform you that fnurbles exist in every dimension, in every world. Actually, I don't think we have a fnurbles on Wilderness yet. Twitch disapproves of world domination. You had to reload. Twitch, stop being twitchy. I know it's part of the name, but you don't have to live down to it. Good grief. It's Scotsman. It's Scotsman and the scuff. Does my ghast have a name? I don't think it does, Kel. Fnurbles you're typing. Does this mean that we're going to have Fnurbles the Ghast? Oh, my brain has just reminded me of the conversation from yesterday, where we now have to have the Fnurbles merchandise store on Idiotic Inc. For all of the Fnurbles merch. Effin' burbles. Have to be careful with how you pronounce that one. Fnurbles the Flamethrower! Right. Decked out. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Gladiator. Ready! Decked out. Ready! Oh dear. Blast us had a tiring day of painting the house. Good lord. Are we unscuffed? Not a clue. We won't know until we get in, unfortunately. Mayhem. Ready. That's a lovely emote, that one. Extra chaos. Nice.
Beware the depths.
A ship carrying blue paint collided with a ship carrying red paint. 50 sailors were marooned. Oh, good grief. Okay, we're still set to hard as per the RNG, much as how I would love to turn down that. Why on earth did I allow the RNG to go all the way to deep? We will never know until it triggers it. Footy, welcome in. Right, let's turn off this. Place that. Mini pants. We survive! We only have to get to level 2. First, of course, we have to actually have a game switch on. So let's see.
Intelligence.
Well, intelligence triggered, so that's a good start. Or at least that didn't mean much at all last time, unfortunately. Come on, game. Be good. Play cards. Hope. Fuck up. Right, where are we going? Okay, we're going to the first door. You were told to take a spider out of the house. So you got to know the spider. Turns out his name is Dave and is a Nice. Nice. Ritsu, welcome in and thank you for the 55 stream streak, for which the Merry White House bot attempted to stop you, but you got away. Right. We're into the game. No blanket jail. Come on. Play a card. That is not a card, that's a Ravager. I wonder where there's a Ravager. Game. Cards. Game. Do Ravagers normally ignore sneaking players? Nope, not at all. Hey, Chris. That Ravager couldn't get to me because of the carpet in the way. So the carpet in the floor indicates where there is stuff under the floor that disables the Ravager's ability to get past it. So here. Is it me, or does that has that Ravager just vanished? You know? It's either that or it's turned into a bat. I'm also not convinced that Ravagers turning into a bat are a good thing either. What I'm not liking is the complete lack of card noises. Bellfire, welcome in. Bat Ragers. It's either that or it's a Vampire Ravager. The Vampire Ravager sounds like a bad idea. Invisible Ravager. Now who's giving the admins ideas? Not this week. Squeak, squeak behind you, and then suddenly trump, 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 chomp around the neck.
Yeah. He got me. He got me.
I think we're gonna have to declare this scuff. Raise a tromp. And ask for a refund. Let's dance on a couple of noisemakers. Boing, 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 boing. Boingy, 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 boingy. Ah, there's one. I was looking for you. What took you so long to scream at me? Boing, 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 boing. This is purely vanilla. It feels like it's Redstone that's failed. My sound's turned up to profit. I'm hoping that you're hearing the screaming. Whoop. You're about to hear other screaming. Ah! That was a Ravager. That was not the thing I wanted to see. No. Okay. Double scuff. Hi, Warden. Let's go and play with the scuff. Hi. Right. Sorry about that, everyone. I guess we'll do Decked Out next week. I will... oh, hold on. I can actually refund Taran for that one. There you are, Taran. Have back the points. Sorry about that. It's all scuff. Let me stick a note into... Right. Okay. Decked out problems have been reported. Well, I didn't. I know you have plenty of points, Taryn. I need to find something decent to act as a point sink. But True Purple, welcome in. I have to try and be fair and honest. It's, or at least I try to be fair and honest, even if I'm a little bit fnurbly. So I guess this means that the 0 streams without scuff sign is still accurate. Unfortunately. Oh, good fnurbling. Dag fnurblet.
Oh no.
It's all gone fnubbled. Alright, where were we before we fnubbled that one up? Little Red, welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you are doing okay. Welcome into the May Chaos and K-Mem? K-Hem? May Chaos and K-Mem. One of the three. Hopefully this stream will act as a completely random bit of I don't know what's going on. Look, Lotus, you know me. Exactly. And the Great Horny Toads are back! Woohoo! It must be Great Horny Toad season. Ah, good lord. The concept of Great Horny Toad season, I do not know. Why do you keep getting the Great Horny Toads? Because RNGesus clearly thinks that you need to see all the Great Horny Toads, Lotus. That in its own right is scary. You could take that out of context. Wow. Taryn. Goodness. Side-eye emote. Oh, brutality from the mod there. Should you be insulted or what? Oh, the fnurbalism. We regret to inform you that fnurbalism is entirely available as a brand new cult. Join the cult of fnurbalism. Oh, now that's a thought. Ooh, the cult of fnurbalism. Yeah, that wouldn't work. You see, this is what happens when I have to fill space and time. Scott's is now Ginger. Got it. What? What did I do? Oh, started a cult. I figured it out, Ginger, because I'm trying to start the cult of fnurbalism. Wow. The people in this list most likely to be oh my. Lotus is second after Taryn. Ooh. Let's just say that Lotus is such a dang cutie that they keep attracting the Great Horny Toads. Goodness. Cults are spreading at an alarming rate. The concept of a spreading cult sounds just wrong as well. Alright, let's... While we've got to wait for things to reset, even though it's scuff, we've still got to wait for it to reset. We shall find the high-speed pointy dick. Pointy snick? Wow. Need to remind me of the Illuminati. No, look, just because there's another cult doesn't mean that I've been starting too many cults. The only reason the cult spreads is because someone trebucheted a Ravager on top of it. Ow. touch fortune. Let's put fortune up there. Scotsman's got to the chopper. I don't have my hoe named. Wow. How have I not... we got the murder longboat. You're progressing well on the sand cult tower, and cult members are already turning up and murdering you. Oh my! Well, there's a quote as well from 2023. You forgot the horny and great horny toads. Deliberately trying not to trip the auto mod. Oh, there are days that I do wonder just how these... how these things turn up, why they're in my brain, and what results in them becoming part of the... well, I know why they end up as quotes. We have several people who are incredibly good at picking quotes out from the complete and utter fnerbalism. Is fnerbalism a word? Yeah. This Scots is on fire. Oh, no, that would definitely be if this was Ginger. Right, one thing I am going to do is... let's up this to 60 so that game sounds are a little bit noisier for people. Some of us are equally good at being quoted. Yep. There's a price to belong to Bacon Club, so there's got to be a price to belong to fnerbalism. Little Reds, you've taken us to 100 scampering squirrels! Woohoo! We will have to make another donation in the near future. Hey, Solar, welcome in. You used to be quotable, but you bow to the new masters. Look, Elk, I'm sure you'll be quotable more, but you're the one who refuses to have a quote board. I mean, if you want to be squampering circles. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be quotable, Elk, you'd know the thing that you have to do. I mean, you're using StreamerBot as well. It's just a 12-second thing. Did I put my teeth in the wrong way around? No, this is entirely normal. I have absolutely zero... Yes. Wow. No. It's more that I put my brain cell in the wrong way around. There is zero... So, between the time of starting the stream and the ending of my life, I generally forget to connect the filter between my brain, my mouth, and anything that actually involves saying something sensible. As a result, generally everything that I say during stream is usually scuff, broken, quotable, or completely incomprehensible. Anything that actually is comprehensible or worried generally is a problem. Scorned River, welcome in. You've been lurking for a while, started to get worried. Do I need to be seen by a medical professional? No. I get seen by them regularly. They won't see me too often. Oh dear. Your first quote argues that, Taryn. We're supposed to have a filter? Nope. Okay. Game is ready. I think not. No, the complete inability to speak, make sense, or be normal in any way, shape, or form is perfectly normal for me. Do not worry. I am the Ravager. I'm going to assume that's supposed to be Ravager Trebuchet. As a result of being very, very splatted upon. Oh my. It's raining again. Hockey. Here, deep in the nether, we find the tunnels between all of the areas of wilderness. Let's see which area of wilderness Scotsman is returning to. No, he's going back to his normal base. Don't worry. Let's use a firework. So we've nearly reached the end of Monday. Ah, yes, quote 141. That reminds me, you should build a lean 3 because it'll off be bay 1. Oh, Bad Moon. Everyone forgets that there is a Games District portal. I only remember to use it about 30 to 40% of the time. I have seen Luna head for every other portal. I have seen pretty much everybody use exactly the wrong portals. Using the right portal is considered to be unlikely. Mama Melissa, welcome in.
Hello.
So, a Scotsman running things. La di da di da di da. We have 3 squirrels, and they're not in a trench coat yet. But last week. Was it really only last week? Ooh. You know, train of thought. Squirrel! Do we have a name tag? Do we have a... No. Yes, we have 25 of them. Second question. Do we have an anvil? Yes! Stacking a bit of them. That was a guess. I will admit, going into that chest was pure, absolute random guesswork. Because I don't have a functioning storage room yet. But we do appear to have an anvil. In a world with an over-the-top... What I don't have is any XP levels. Yeah. Ooh, hold on. No. Oh. No. Aha! A bottle of enchanting. An anvil and 63 others. Yes. Never underestimate the ability to find a large number of anvils. You also have a pillar of snowfall. Oh. Let's take off the Flying Scotsman. There we are. Eeny, meeny, macaracka. Scott's always this chaotic. Yes. Sometimes I'm worse. So apparently, due to the fact that we are in a stony shore, there are bizarre issues with rain and snow. To the point at which it is a little bit chaotic for the weather in this region. This seems to be a good reason for why I am here. Okay. Let's see. I am going to name my ghast Flying Fnurbles. We now have a Fnurbles on every server. Thank you, Kel. Thank you, Chaos Twin.
We have Fnurbles on all servers.
I don't think anyone ever thought that it was going to be called Flying Fnurbles. But hey, at least that means it's FF. Is it family friendly? No, it's Flying Fnurbles. Now Scots can pinball Fnurble between servers. Great. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Trying to figure out how to do Pinball Wizard to Pinball Fnurble. Fnubbles! 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 He's a Fnubbles wizard and that's gonna be a star. And the reason why Kel is thinking about Pinball Fnurbles is they also had the comment about the brain cell bouncing around in the Chaos sibling's skull, and every time it bounces off the walls of the skull, it goes Fnubbles in a tiny, high-pitched voice. So, before I squirreled and dealt with flying Fnurbles, dealing with flying Fnurbles, that sounds like it could be a problem.
Have you dealt with flying Fnurbles? Do you have insurance against flying Fnurbles?
Talk to your local doctor. Pick off a resin clump growing on the side of a pale oak tree.
That would be Blazing Caves Advancement Mayhem. Available now on all servers. Who you gonna call? Fnurble Busters. Dum 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 Fnurble. Dum 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 Fnurble. I ain't afraid no Flurble.
I have walls that I have been designing.
We're actually on track.
You've never found resin before. Woohoo! Shush bees. I have actually I've gone counter to normal form. I am starting a build with walls. Yes, don't worry, it's still me, as you can tell from the mayhem and the chaos. But I have started working on walls. I even have doorways. Not a very good one on this side. This one is the same as the outside. And although the floor's missing... Are you sure? Don't you usually start with the roof? Yes, exactly. I have started thinking about a storeroom. Am I sure I'm me? Well, if I'm not me, who the heck Fnurbles else am I? Because I'm not sure that would... No. Storeroom! Squirrel! Look over here. So I am starting sections of the storeroom for each of the wood types. It'll basically be logs, things made out of wood, and saplings. I have not yet figured out what I'm going to do with leaves. This may be behind me. I don't know. I suspect leaves will end up in a... hello, tree. In a foliage area of the storeroom. Am I leafing them along? Oh. Really? 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 Really, really, really? Really? You've gone over to the pun side, Kel. You couldn't help it. Kel has fallen to the pun side. We're all doomed. They don't have... What? No cookies? I'm not going there ever again. I want a cookie. I want a cookie. This is how I ended up with the Cookie Monster in my boat on Idiotic with a shulker full of cookies, isn't it? Yeah. So, I am not constructing this with any form of automation. Because, to be brutally honest, I tend not to. As in, I tend not to use the automated storage rooms on the places that I've used them. I would love to use a... cookies. Thank you, Little Red. I would love to use a copper golem one. I was about to mention that for okay. I would love to use copper golems, but for a large, properly segmented, good-looking, good-looking golems are managing things. At the moment, this server has a limit of 5 golems within a 5-chunk region, and I don't think I could build a good, functional sorting system with only 5 golems. Not when I also want to use them for decoration. So, for the moment, in this world, we're going manual. Are you still using the manual? Oh my.
Oh my. He's still using the manual.
Not even the automatic. It is thought that they may be, Taran. But since they're new, nobody has a lot of knowledge about them. So until... at least you still understand how to control a manual. Control? Until more is understood about how the golems impact servers... or at least particularly this server, given that there are quite a few people who build ridiculously large things around here. There is a temporary limitation being imposed. This level may be increased in the future, until such point as that happens. Well, that's not... Oh, no, there's one up here. I was about to say, did I only get 3 saplings out of that tree? Until that changes, though, I'm not going to think about it. So, with that in mind, I need a floor. So if we're going with... I know... yes, I'm building a floor before I'm building a ceiling, and I have walls involved already. This feels wrong. I feel confused. Slightly confused. There are things happening which don't make sense. I'm now sounding like William Shatner again, for some reason. Given that I've gotten quite dark and black with terracotta and nether brick and copper for my... wow, Taran. Nine Snurbles, dang nuts. Went and drowned in your coffee. Good grief. They were just trying to dry off. They were trying to cool off, Kel. Protein supplement. I was going to go that direction, Elkhorn, but I was thinking they were trying to cool off in the hot coffee. Let's start that again, preferably with fewer fnurbles in their train of thought. Given that I'm going with these colours for the walls, I was trying to figure out what would be a good colour and material scheme for the floors. I could go with tough, but that might blend a bit with the use of the tough on the walls.
Ew, ew, ew.
I've been bonked with the squeaky hammer of doom. Good time zones, Raven. Welcome to the mayhem, the chaos, the fnurbling, and the scuff. Also known as an average stream. We regret to inform you. Things are still scuff, but not as badly as usual. I'm tempted to go with a mix of... At least we weren't sharing the brain cell. Copper grating over a lava pool makes for a great heated floor. That will probably set everything on fire, though, Dragon. It's a nice idea, and welcome in. But I've got too many things that might set fire to themselves. However, that will be useful in other areas of the world. Ooh, hold on. I have... come on. Get through the doors. I've started a floor design over near Flying Fnurbles. I have a floor design. How did I not recognize that I already had a floor design? Kagra! Welcome in. Won't the grate stop the lava popping? It's not the popping. There's effectively a heat bloom around lava. I think it's within 4 blocks. Lava will set fire to things, Elcon. It's not constrained or controlled by the blocks containing it. Effectively, it's a heat bloom. Welcome in, Kagra. It'll stop it popping, and you might not see the fnurbles bouncing off of it, but it won't stop it setting fires to things. String over the lava stops the sounds, though. Ooh, that's an interesting concept. Right. Let's think about a floor in the plan. Doing. Oh, and we have a weekly in chat for those who might be trying to catch their Pokemon. Yeah. Now, I might 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, there. Yes. Or no. Yes or no. If I do there and there, ooh, that might be nicer. Thin, thick, thin. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Boing. 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 Now, if we do that and then do this... No, not you. Not yet. And then we strip it all. Is that what I've got over there? To the free cam! Yes. Yes, it is. Sort of. Close enough. No, no, no. I have an idea. Feel free to panic.
I've had an idea.
Where is my supply of tough? It's a tough life.
It's a tough life now for here. It's a tough life now for here.
When the snow is hiding the tough, you do wonder what's going on. Right. Apparently my only stone cutter's outside the door. Boing. How have I only got one stone cutter so far? Right. So, following a design similar to what we have over by the Flying Fnurbles, I'm thinking we do... Are you the stripped? Yes, you are. We do that. And then we can have something more interesting here. Ooh, that might... Yeah. Well, it helps if you get these the right way around. I wonder if... Is there a cracked tough brick? I mean, tough bricks through the middle here might look pretty good, but it really needs something like cracked brick or something. Ooh, no. Yes, idea. Right. There isn't cracked tough. Well, that's just not fair. Red! Welcome in. Although now that we've got Little Red and Redstone Ore, I'm going to have to start elongating my my expression of those names. Redstone Ore, welcome in. Mojang needs to be a bit more consistent in what they provide us. Because the lack of consistency is killing my sanity. Yes, I know. There's a creeper behind me. Excuse me, sir. Nick Nine Eyes, you're open to any... I mean, I'm probably going to call one Little Red and the other one Redstone, or because it'll vary depending on who's in. If there's only one of you around, I'll probably say Red. But if both of you are around, I might default to slightly longer names. Oh, I think I found where the creeper came from. Yeah, that feels like a problem for future Scots, who's going to completely ignore it right now. Yeah, Mojang needs to be more consistent with what they're giving us. Meanwhile, your brain went from Little Red, so we have Big Red. Oh, gum. Uh-huh. You're white, not red. What? Huh? Insert confused Scots noises here. Huh? What? Eh? Huh? Where it is? Ah, right. I just got jump scared by an XP ball. Depends. Do you plan on sleeping tonight? Really? 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 And off by one error? Sleep is that thing that you're supposed to do to actually, you know, help the brain cells reset. Thank you for the single poopy bit. That sounds wrong. Are you one of these people where caffeine calms you down? That's a good point. It does the reverse to some people. I keep forgetting that exists as a concept. Maybe this is why I'm manic. The last caffeine I had was several hours ago. No. Speaking of caffeine, fresh coffee is needed. Thanks for those gnats. Nah. You would have gotten away with the caffeine if it weren't for those fnurbling gnats. Yeah. Caffeine definitely helps you organize your thoughts. Then maybe a drink is necessary. If it is that sort of impact upon the... Oh. Well, apparently it was an off by 2 error. I've got an off by 1 on my off by 1. Wish the gnats would bug off. Aww. Little red. Imagine Kel carefully picking up the gnats by the wings and demanding they spit out the coffee they drank. Spit it out! Spit it out! Give it back! It's mine! Oops. Ah! You see, this is... Yeah. I have to be careful with stripping too hard, otherwise I sit down. Yeah, you can have that one. Ooh, actually, hold on. Failure was expected. Not quite so much failure, but hey. Yep, that sounds like one of mine. I'm going to make a slight deviation, hesitation, and fnurble off in a different direction briefly. Do I have... Probably not, but we can go and find out. Copper lanterns. Copper lanterns. I mean, that quote actually came out as an accurate one for right now. I was trying to find the crafting table that was right in front of me. Oh, blaze rods. Oh. Why did it have to be blaze rods? Oh, wait, I bought some of those. Yes. Is it 1 or 3? 1. Okay. I need to turn some of those back into those. Copper bulbs.
Excellent.
Buttons. Buttons. Oh, buttons. I don't have any. How do I not have a button? I don't even have a lever. Right. And for some reason, my brain is now attempting to figure out how to shoehorn I'm a believer into this train of thought. Thank you for the lurk, Alcorn. I'm so glad you don't have to keep these things powered. I mean, if you did, I'd just add multiple levers underneath it. What did I get? Bulbous. Light up an area with a copper bulb. I didn't even notice that. Hello, Mad. Welcome in. Happy Monday. We now return you to the Happy Mondays. I like that. Although, I mean, it has one advantage. It now means that this room is lit up. Although, what if, but lower? Yes, that statement was complete. What if, but lower? What would a madman do with a squirrel like this? So, would it look better if... Why am I holding a hoe? If, instead of having those at that level, we had those down a level. Because what I'm thinking is the copper bulbs give off less light as they oxidize, and so I really want them to be almost the higher level of light than the oxidized form. But I'd like them to be the color of the oxidized form. So if I, well, let's see what happens if that's lit up first. You see, I think that might be nicer. Let this oxidize, keep that below it at the full color level. I think those are too strong of a pattern. Let's get the floor middles in for a second, just to tinker if Fnurbles. Tinker Tailor Fnurbles Spy. What? Tinker Tailor Fnurbles? What? Who knows? No, not you. And to break it up a little, we'll just put in the occasional bit of that. And I'm going to put in some... Midna! Welcome in. How are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go for 8, just to have a number. Boing. Boing. I think let's do that. do that. And this. No, not that one. That yin. No, that looks weird. Let's do it the other way around. That yin. So if I've got that, doing okay, trying to play art with Stu, but the game's not wanting you to join his world. Oh no, that's annoying. I think that over this combined with this, because that is better for... Yeah, there's just too much with that. But then I can also wax those and keep those, and when that copper grey ages down a bit, it will look a little bit more... a bit more less. I feel like it would probably be better to dig up all of these, wax them all in one go, and then just worry about switching them on when I place them. I hope you managed to get that sorted, Midna. It's always annoying when games refuse to do what their gaming is supposed to be. Beddy base. Of course, having these on top of these means it's going to take about 15.5 million years for these to age. But we have time. I forgot to... the Nevils. I forgot to light them up.
Great horny toad!
Wow, it clearly is the Great Horny Toad season. This is the season of the Horny Toads. Right, is that all of them on now? Yes. Excellent. Let there be light. And there was. And Scotsman said, "Here's your installation bill, God." Nope, wrong way. I was trying to go over here. I feel like we should turn this back on. That's better. Will you stop opening my planters up? Ooh. I feel those two need to be waxed, though. Urban! Thank you for joining the scurry. Are all of those? Nope. Welcome in, Urban. I hope your Monday is going okay. I'm going to put 2 there. None there. 1 here. And thank you for joining the scurry there, Mad. All scurries go to charity. Very much appreciated. Nope. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. Put one there. And one there. I really wish I could do like a quarter corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6! We're off by 6! You know, it might help if I moved this in here. If we're going to be working inside, let... Bat! Have I checked the new light levels? I'd say they're pretty good. In fact, they're better because they're not heading up to the maximums anymore. But thank you for the recommendation to check. I hadn't any thought to look. Yeah, so having these a little bit recessed means that this is not at maximum light level, whilst still being lit up enough, because we've got things going down to sort of 9s and 8s. And probably find that in the corner it's a 7, or even a 6. Ooh, a 6, yeah. Which I think is going to mean that when we're in Pretty's mode, this is probably going to be at a reasonably fun level of light. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I need 20. Polished tough walls. Oh, it's the bees. I saw something moving. Yay, fun lighting. Exactly. I'd much rather have the lighting be a bit more interesting than have it... I mean, it does its job, but it then has it a fun level rather than being obsessive. Obsessive? Excessive, even. Also, we have a raven in the corner, keeping an eye on me. Because raven. I need to figure out how... Taran, what's your spirit creature? I mean, I've got three squirrels to go in a trench coat, which will probably be partially Kel as well. But we also have the cockatiel that we put... Cat. Cat? Okay. Ooh, avoid. Still need to do these little corners. It just flapped my trapdoors. You don't even look like a squirrel. You're right there, Kel. I think having the cockatiel in my... that we bought... Was it last week or the week before that we bought the cockatiel? I suspect that's more your spirit animal, isn't it? Or closer to. Jim. I'm not Jim. He's Jim. No. Moving up. How are we doing on these? Right, let's empty the... It was at this point that Scotsman realised he'd forgotten to check the other barrel. Dirt. Oh well. Time to move. Steelk, Silk, Houdini, Frost, and Jinx. Crikey, that's an interesting set of names. Boing, 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 bat. Has somebody opened my wallet again? Nope. There. Didn't have them all at the same time. Yep. Trying to imagine a cockatiel silently staring at you and raising a single eyebrow. That is definitely a Kel move, isn't it? Oh, actually, those class as the saplings. Because bamboo is its own sapling. I keep forgetting, bamboo is its own sapling. So if those are the sapling, they go in the sapling-sized box. Traditionally, empty wallets release moths, not bats. Yeah, my wallet has been so empty for so long that there were so many moths in it that the bats moved in. Yep, we have weird lore around here, particularly where the wallets are involved. Yay! I managed to pick up everything that I accidentally threw all over the floor. I mean, I could have just, you know, placed down one of the barrels that I broke and then put it all back into there whilst dealing with it, but it felt quicker and easier just to try and pick it all up in a hurry. Apparently I'm sharing a brain cell with Taran again. Boing, boing, boing. Feed the Scots, not the bamboo. He needs to eat properly too. It's because I've been bouncing around too quick. Thank you. Oh, Raven, Corvus Squire. Whoops. Yeah. And then that. Boing, boing, boing. That's a barrel. That's not the bamboo. That's the bamboo. And yes, I have deliberately named, or deliberately placed the wood, the signs in the colours and types of wood that they are representing. You don't own that. Quick, pull a Frauke and buy a couple of pallets of them. You got a space in the command there, Raven, just in case. Yay! Who's hoping you caught it? Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Doop, doop, doop. Woohoo! Hey, and you caught it. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. Okay, do I go with chiseled or chiseled bricks? Ew, No. Or do we mix it? That's not bad. I think I need something in the corner. Last second catch. Never a bad thing. Ooh, just a little bit, a little bit more. Am I making this too detailed? I don't know. Yes, yes I am. Let's, 10. I need more tough. I have an idea. And yes, I know the concept of me over-detailing something is entirely normal. But what I want to do is hide that and possibly blend it in with this a bit. So, let's go with one of those and one of those. And then when we put in a window up here, that will blend. Ooh, that, yes, yes, yes. That works. Also means we don't need that. I feel like I've lost some of the depth there now. But I don't want to use a wall. Well, okay, if we put that there, and then consider, say, a tough polished wall. No, no. I think I'm overthinking this. I think that works. I probably need to see this with the glass in place. I mean, you're not wrong, Raven. You're not wrong. What sort of overthinking is this? Who, in their squirrely mind, would be in a world like this? In a word, in a way, inconceivable.
I do not think that means what you think it means.
Constructions of unusual complexity? I don't think they exist. Fnibbles of unusual size? Ooh.
If the problem is that I'm thinking that's blending in too much, what if we didn't blend it? No, the problem is it looks like the walls. It looks like the floor, even. That's why it's vanishing. So maybe we should bring the Blackstone back. Bring it back. Blackstone back. Back again. To the end. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Let's go with a little bit of Monica by my side. A little bit. That's better. jackpot. Bleh. I fell in a hole. Yes. That's the one. That's the bunny. Look after yourself, Urban. Have a good evening. I do believe we have just identified the bunny. And it's not Bugs. I like that.
I like that. Yes.
That's better. Ooh, is one of those oxidized? What's this about, bunny? Yes, that one's oxidized. There. For some reason, I have the verbal tick that when I like something, my response is, "That's the bunny." I'm not quite sure where that verbal tick has come from recently, but it's currently in my head. Yes.
Yes. I do like that.
Do I have glass? Let's see if we've got glass, because I'd like to start seeing what this wall... yes, I did, Raven. They're all waxed to keep them at completely unoxidized. That way they stay at the max light level. But thank you for checking. Which was also the reason why we buried them, because keeping them at the max light level gives us a bit more control. Why am I carrying a lodestone? Oh, where shall I put this lodestone? Oh, there. That'll do. Also, I did some mining for coral. Interestingly, for some reason, I went with the horny coral. I don't know why. Scott's is loaded. I mean, given the cost of lodestones nowadays is so much cheaper, I was actually looking to see whether or not I could use a lodestone for some of the floor design. But it's too bright compared to stone. Oh, sorry. Yeah. The honeycomb. Exactly. As preferred by the great horny toads, we have the horny coral. See? Horny coral.
Hail, Blacklad, leader of the Squirrel Space Force. Welcome in. Great horny coral.
Yep. Glass. 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 No glass. Aha! Glass. We have glass. We have glass and we will use it. We will use the glass, glass, glass. We will wonder why I'm singing like the mice from Bagpuss now. Right, let's see. I think... Yes, he's doing it again. We apologize for this. But unfortunately, due to strange new worlds, we have a Scotsman thinking again. For the moment, I'm going to keep this as original glass. But I'd like to figure out... I think what I need to do is add something here to make an arch on the inside. And I think that's got to be done in the... Has it got to be done in the Blackstone, or has it got to be done in... Yeah, it's got to be... Deep Slate. Well, let's check Deep Slate and let's check Blackstone. Let's check deep slate, let's check blackstone, let's figure out what's going on. I'm gonna bring those and those. And those. I don't know why I have snow in my inventory. So let's put the snow in here. Also, let's... Right, let's... Hold on. One of these had apples in it. That one. And let's get rid of the random piece of gunpowder from the earlier creeper that was sneaking up on me while I was on top of a pillar. Okay. Two of those. Two of those. Two of those. I don't know which of these I need. So I'm going to try all of them until we figure out which one works. So. Let's try that again without walking. You know what? Scaffolding was a terrible idea. I only really need the scaffolding for this bit. Our fourth contestant. That's the wrong way up. Ooh. Given that I want to have an arch coming over the roof of this room, and I need it to feel like it's darker towards the ceiling because shadows, I think I'm liking option 1, the very furthest left. And we have an Alomamola? Wow. Alomamola. Alomamola. Aloma baby. Aloma love. Things done. Yeah, gonna keep shadow up in the rafters. Not the person, just the concept. But I think the blackstone bricks are probably the right thing for this. I think I need to see it with the glass in on this window just to make it properly. I've not got enough glass. It's the brick. The brick is the right one. I think if I'd used tough, it would blend in with the floor again and be too much. If I'd used, if I'd gone with the deep slate, it's gonna mix in with the fact that I'm planning on using deep slate up this pillar. Is that is the deep slate tile visible outside? Because if it isn't, then I'm trying to figure out what I was planning on doing. Oh, the deep slate tile is visible outside. It's behind the copper bars. So, yeah, I think we'll use probably deep slate tile up this pillar. Go in, then out, then up. Ooh. Oh, that, yes. Oh, I've got an idea. Oh, Inari's got an idea as well. They're catching. What's yours, Inari? I'm curious. Do. Do, do. Doosh, doosh, doof, 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 doof. Since we have iron ingots and nuggets and can do iron bars, and now copper can become copper bars, why not gold? Interesting thought. For some reason, I was half expecting something to do with the build. Gilded cages would be a lovely idea. There. So if that's at that level, I think I need that. Well, you're no help. You're the wrong way up. Also, have a dance party. Shut it out, plug it in, press start and we're flying. No use for your wars and stuff, 'cause we built digital castles in the sky as we float on timeless satellites. 'Cause virtual is where we live, live, live. 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 Interesting. How did I place that? Oh, I must have put that. Oh, that's a lot of dance emotes, man. What are those two in the middle? Pepper. Nice. Gab, welcome. Welcome to the dance party, mate. Just sure. I'm impressed. And there we are. One dance party at just the right moment. Let's see. 8. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 10. I can count. Really, I can. Needs more dance. You never know, Ritsu. You never know. Boing. 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 Oh, and we have a hydrate and stretch. Oh. I'll hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Oh, up we go. Yep, everyone else, remember, hydrate, stretch, med check if needed. Take care of yourselves. It's important. I sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, I did. It's that bat again. Okay, I like the direction this is going. If a pillar in a wall goes all the way up to the roof, does it still class as wall, or does that start to blend in with ceiling and roof? Who knows? I'm going to ignore that and actually just build it. I do, however, need a bit more scaffolding. I'm not quite sure where all my scaffolding went. Don't think I had much on this server. Oh, hey, there we are. Oh, one string. Really? Please tell me I have more string. Survey says no. Oh, there's the rest of my copper bars. Useful. Thankfully. Oh well, I guess we're only making another 6 pieces of scaffolding. We'll just have to survive with only the 15. You go in there. Bring those out. And we'll put blackstone. That's deep slate. That's polished blackstone. That's polished blackstone. That's polished blackstone. I'm going to hold on to those because I'm probably going to need them. Boing. You can go back in there, since apparently I don't have any more of you. Well, right. Let's grab that and about that many. You and you. So I'm going to keep going from here. So, I want to bring this up to a peak. Hold on. Where are we? Got one more. No, that works. That one. And then that and that. Ooh. I think that's going to be a nice shape. I quite like that. I quite like that. But I want to take off some of the edge. So That's the plan. I am aiming for gothic styling on this build. That one might need to be blended out. Oh no, that one's wrong. Take that and that out. Take that one out. Take this one out and do that one. Why is that not working? I think it's that block that's wrong. I'm not quite sure why. I think. Gotta be careful here, I'm using the word think too often. I think it should be like that. No, because that's now too thick. Huh. Huh. Unless I've got elytra. I was about to say, do I have elytra? I don't know why I suddenly forgot if I have elytra or not. What if we assume that this area's got to tie into the ceiling? Oh, sorry, the wall. One of these is the right word. And we, instead of... we assume that the wall has come forwards just a little bit. Yeah, that might be it. So we probably have the wall come in by one block over the after we get past the arch at the top of the windows, and then we'll probably then have the actual roof above all of this, so we end up with effectively an arch and then the ceiling. Oh, that might be... yeah. I think that will work nicely. That means I need more wall. Oh, and we have a Sinistea in chat for... whoops. For those who might be interested. Well, that was interesting. Sinistee. Ah, thank you. Oh, right. Teacup ghost. Actually, I'm just going to leave that there. So if we consider that the wall goes further up, and then we have an arched roof above this. Ooh, yeah, I think that's going to look really nice. You do like your ghost types. Right. So, let's see. Trying to figure out... okay, so there, those two need to come out. Those. And did I? Left-handed T. Because it's Sinister, not Dexter. But then, if it was right-handed T, would it be Dexterity? Several of those have oxidized while I've been finagling around a bit. No, that's ambidexterity. That would be if it was, if there was, if it could work with both hands. You'd say that was terrible, leave the punning to Blast and Helk, but they're worse. Woohoo! This is why you need a teacup with 2 ears. Would that just be a sippy cup? Actually, I don't think I need that block to... I'm just going to leave it. It's Deep Slate. Deep Slate is cheap. Worrying about spending Deep Slate on anything is silly. I'm going to kill you in a minute, Bat, because you're really starting to fnurble me off. No, not that one. This one. Did you know that the average human has less than 2 ears? What? Dexterity evolves into ambidexterity or into sinisterity with a left-handed item. I love the fact that you've just put that, you've got that much thought into his elk, Blacklad. I have no idea how I got that one mixed up in my brain for a second. Some people are missing an ear. Ah, okay. But there are no 3s to even it out. Okay, that makes sense. I really want to know what this looks like. Ow! From ground level. Oh, that's nice. I think I like this. It's not ceiling. It's still part of the wall, honest gov. Because I'm not going to have it filled in. This is purely... this is almost flying buttress on the inside level. What is the form of... I mean, these are just arches, aren't they? Yeah. Although I am pondering whether or not I can get flying buttresses designed into this build at some point. I did not ask for rain and snow simultaneously. Thank you. Ribs, if they're small like this. Okay, thank you. Ribs. I have ribs in my building. Oh, I have a thunderstorm outside my building. I like big flying buttresses, and I cannot lie. Wait, what? 200 already? Fnibbles. Actually, I should pick up my bed before I forget where I left it. For anyone who's seen attempts where I've started or done a little bit of an attempt at Gothic style in the past, it should be brutally obvious I like flying buttresses. And I am not at all upset at that quote being... I still love the fact that this does look like it is a piratical ghast with an eye patch. Right, let's get into shaders mode and have a look at things. Come on, game. I know this is the first time I've gone into shaders today. And you're having to sit there and going, what are you doing? An eye patch and a hat chain, no less. Exactly. As soon as you're okay. I like that entrance. I do like the way that that looks in shaders. This is the first time I've actually looked at it in shaders. I need to sort out this corner. But I do like that. The amount of detail around that door is just beautiful. Oh, that's nice. It's almost like a cathedral. My storage room is going to be a cathedral, isn't it? Particularly considering I've got this side as well. There are worse things to worship than planned storage. Yeah. I love the way that I built this to be able to get me a load of wax for coping with this set of builds. And I've obviously put it in the worst possible place. Oh. I may have to rip this out and build it again somewhere else. Probably somewhere up this end of the cliff face, so that it's not in the way. And there's our piratical flying fnibbles. Thank you for joining us, Mad. Look after yourself. Flying fnibbles, yes. I was about to say, I wonder if I should have done that with dark oak, but I think I'll probably use dark oak for the ribs under the roof. Ooh, yes. Tee-hee-hee. Yeah, the shape of these ribs will probably be repeated up here in dark oak, and then I have a plan for what I want to do for the colour of the roof. I just need to figure out if I can get the materials for it. I'm thinking a mix of dark prismarine and I want to see whether or not dark prismarine and prismarine will work well with the warped wood. I've never really worked in the blue, but I want blue roofs. I would like to have a blue roof. And the closest you can get is with the dark prismarine, with prismarine and thingy. Prismarine and thingy available now. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. It has made progress today, and I like the way that ooh, you've oxidized too far, dang it. That's good. That means the copper's oxidizing well. Interestingly, I think having waxed copper under copper doesn't actually cause it to think that there's copper next to it. I think that's actually considered to be independent, and so because they're like 3 or 4 blocks apart, they're actually aging quite quickly. Who knows? However, I'm rather happy with that progress from today. What I do need to do before I wrap up is remember to switch off the bee farm. I mean, it would be switched off by virtue of the fact that I wouldn't be here, but generally it's good form in this server to have your farms switch off. Right. And on that note, and on that bombshell, and on that Cthulhu Fatang, I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been lovely having you all here. To start the week, switch off the bee farm sounds like a euphemism for suddenly having distinctly less bees. I've been trying to avoid any bee euthanasia. Whatever the short form of that is. Much needed laughs. I'm glad that it has been a relaxing and enjoyable stream. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be back in the Madness World, trying desperately to see if we can finish off the tower at the Frozen Archives before the end of the week, so that we can cope with that before the end of January. It as always has been lovely having you here. Let's see. Hoo. I'm turning into an owl here. Hoot. Who can we go out and raid onwards to make sure that we make sure the fun, the happy, and the amazing people are still supported? Let's see. And your feet are Longfellow. Really? I'm Hooter Longfellow? Hooter? What? Hooter Long? We have Corrupted Tree, who I have raided 12 days ago. That's not too bad. Calvin we raided last week. I've got too many amazing people that I follow. I'm having to actually do some checking here. Always a way. Nordic Wolf. When did we last raid Nordic Wolf? 10. Okay. It may be that we head out to Corrupted Tree. Yeah. Let's all go and say hi to Corrupted Tree. You got a stone, I think? Congratulations on the catch. Either way, Inari. Frauke will probably be able to confirm what the heck that was. Evolution Stone. Yay, there we are. Better too many amazing people than two of you. Absolutely. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves. Be amazing, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye bye.